Today's video was inspired by a comment left by Dennis Wardell on the last video that I did, asking, quote, will you do a video on the offensive line coach and how he has not gotten anything out of the line? Well done, Dennis. That's a fantastic idea. Because immediately upon reflection after reading that comment, I thought to myself, why haven't I talked about this? Like ever? Hmm? The answer is I don't know why, but we're going to talk about it now, as this video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Should offensive line coach Chris Kuper be on the hot seat in 2025? Meaning, after the additions made, hopefully what will happen on the offensive line, bringing in quality players. If the offensive line has another poor season, should Chris Kuper be fired after the 2025 season? Yes, undoubtedly. Yes, absolutely. No question about it. Chris Kuper was brought into KOC staff as one of the OG assistant coaches when KOC got hired in 2022. He's been the O-line coach for the past 3 seasons, now going into year 4. Looking at the numbers via Pro Football Reference, each of the last 3 seasons, this Vikings offensive line under Chris Kuper's leadership finished top 10 in most sacks allowed, top 10 in most pressures allowed. 2 out of the last 3 years, top 2 in most pressures allowed. This has clearly been a constant problem. Something has to change. Hopefully the play of the offensive line. If not, Chris Kuper should absolutely be fired. 3 years is a large enough sample size. And in fact, we're giving him an extra year going into year 4. So 4 years is more than enough of a sample size to have no improvement over the course of the first 3 years. That's unacceptable. It is time that we finally see the needle move in a positive direction, because there will be no excuses with the additions made to the O-line this offseason. And I know that KOC called out the interior offensive line, which we can't just keep it at the players or on the GM or blame the head coach, KOC. We also have to include the offensive line coach. If we don't see drastic improvement next year, Chris Kuper should be fired. New customers at BetUS Sportsbook and Casino get a 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. Promo code YouTube150. And we already have odds for the NFC North Division results for 2025. In first place, no surprise there, according to BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, the Lions are plus 450. The Packers are plus 1,000. The Bears plus 1,600. And the Vikings, well, they're not dead last. They're tied with the Bears for third place / dead last at plus 1,600. The Lions with the best odds, that makes sense. The Packers, second, I don't know about that. Jordan Love, I thought he was going to be something special, but last year he bleeped the bed. And being tied Minnesota with the Chicago Bears, I think is ridiculous. That I understand they just brought in Ben Johnson, and he's the name that made the Lions offense super successful, and they have Caleb Williams. So, oh my God, the possibilities are amazing. And the Vikings, they're likely not going to bring back Sam Darnold, so they're going to struggle. We did the same thing with the Vikings last year after losing Kirk Cousins. I think the Vikings should actually be in second place, and the Packers should be in third place, not tied with the Bears. They should be in last place, because every year we hear about, oh, the Bears, this is the year they finally take off. I'll believe it when I see it. And now for today's mock draft, it's a little bit different than what I've been doing over the past couple of weeks. There is a trade to be made here, but the Vikings at pick 24, they're going to stand pat. At pick 24, the Minnesota Vikings select Walter Nolan, D tackle from Ole Miss, and then we get a trade offer. The Giants, the New York Football Giants, they want pick 97 for pick 104, pick 134, and pick 221. So to drop 7 spots to grab 2 extra picks, I'm going to go ahead and accept that. At pick 104, the Minnesota Vikings select Ollie Gordon II, running back from Oklahoma State. At pick 134, Dylan Fairchild, interior offensive lineman from Georgia. 140, Ty Robinson, D tackle from Nebraska. Pick 161, Malachi Moore, safety from Alabama. And lastly, at pick 221, Jake Majors, interior offensive lineman from Texas. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks to the folks at BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. We'll see you next time.